Marion and I have come to Montreuil-sur-Mer, and this is the marketplace of Montreuil, and I'm going to do a little video of Montreuil just to show what it's like, so you'll see various parts of it. It's a little town not far from the French coast. It says sur mer, but in fact it's about a few miles inland, but it's got some wonderful walls which we'll go around later, and is enormously pretty. This is the Hermitage Hotel where we've been staying. It's a Best Western hotel, very comfortable. It has an oldie worldliness about it, very comfortable rooms, spacious, nice lounges, very nice restaurant, very nice breakfast place. Do recommend it. A memorial to the people from Montreuil who were killed by the enemy in 1870 to 1871. I'm not very familiar with that bit of French history. I'll have to look it up, but beautifully kept memorial. It's late March and the daffodils are at their peak. This is a little square and very pretty too. The trees aren't quite out in leaf yet. If anything, the spring here doesn't seem to be as advanced as it is in Peacehaven. This memorial certainly brings hope to you, the desperate impact that the First World War had on this little town. You look at the memorial and the names on the plaque are numerous, too many to count, or so it would seem. This is on the central square of Montreuil, and that is a statue of General Haig from the First World War. Lovely to see a Union Jack as well as the French tricolore flying. This was evidently a centre for the general headquarters during the First World War of the Allies, and that statue during the Second World War I gather was melted down, but they had the original moulds and they remade it and re-erected it, and there it is, and he looks very splendid. Thinking of France's past, this is a story that still captures the imagination. Les Misérables. These are the medieval ramparts built around the town. They're built of brick. I understand they were made in about 1537. This pathway goes right round the old city. It must be a couple of miles to walk round it, and Marion and I are just about to do that now. And there's a lovely view from the top looking over the French countryside, and they're made of brick, and looking in this particular direction you can see the extent of the ramparts. Makes a beautiful walk around the town. As you walk along the ramparts, you have to have a head for sheer drops just to the side of the path. I'd be a bit reluctant to bring any young grandchildren along that path. Looking out from the walls, you can see a monastery in the distance. It looks very intriguing, and one would love to go there, but it's not open to the public until April. And can you hear those church bells in the background? One of the things about Montreuil is that it's full of church bells. Standing on the walls of Montreuil, looking towards the centre of town, you can see just a little bit of the centre of town there, which gives you some perspective of where the walls are in relation to the town centre. Having walked round the ramparts for about 25 minutes, we've come to a little cafe just inside the ramparts, not very far from the market square, to order 2 chocolats, just to calm my nerves, because it's a beautiful walk, but the pathway is so near the edge where there is such a sheer drop. I have to walk inside Marion because my head for heights is much worse than hers. And I sort of work out that if I fell over badly and tripped over badly, I wouldn't stumble over the edge. So there we are. I was saying to Marion, I hope they check the brickwork on these ramparts, And just ahead you can see a little bit where it's fallen away. I wonder what they're going to do about that. French building works, and as I just watch on, I have to say how beautifully they do those roofs. Well, on top of that wall is an old trebuchet, and what puzzles me is that surely that's a weapon of the medieval ages, and if these walls were built in the 16th century, they would have had cannons rather than sort of makeshift devices like the one you can see. This is not the hotel we're staying in, it's another one. It's 4 stars, but it looks very nice. I think I could manage to stay a few days here if the opportunity ever arose. Very pretty. A very pretty memorial to Mary holding her child Jesus. Beautiful old gas lamp. Just ahead of us is the starting point where we first came up the walls, and we've nearly finished a complete circuit. And it's taken us about an hour with a coffee break. If you come to Montreuil-sur-Mer, well, the nearest sea is here, which is a place called Berck-sur-Plage, and it's got the most amazing white sand. It's a little bit windy, so to make this video possible, I've had to hide behind a placard, which is perhaps not the best place for filming. But I have to say that the sand is white and beautiful. I'll perhaps overlay this video with a few photos just to show what the sand is like.